Hello everyone, welcome back. Today I'm going to do a brief overview of the For Honor Year 4 Season 4 Testing Grounds changes that will be available to you to try out for 1 week from now until December 17th, 2020. There are going to be changes to 4 existing heroes, which are Warden, Peacekeeper, SHUGOKI and NOBUSHI. Firstly, I'm going to tell you what the changes are for each hero, then I'm going to show you some example duels explaining the new changes as I go, before giving a quick summary at the end. So, Warden. His shoulder bash is no longer accessible via backdodging, and his fully charged shoulder bash no longer has extra movement when feinted. His side heavy opener trajectories have been improved. All heavy finishes now have 900 millisecond timings and are unblockable. His side heavy finishes trajectories have also been improved. His zone attack recovery is now 500 milliseconds, and his biggest buff of all is that all of his attacks can now be chained into the shoulder bash. So overall, this is to make him less defensive and more offensive, as well as a bit better in team fights as well. Peacekeeper next. She literally has only buffs as far as I can tell, so if you enjoy playing her, you're going to love this. All heavy attacks, including dodge attacks, now deal 5 extra baseline damage. Bleed damage has not been changed. When locked on to a bleeding opponent, heavy finishes and the second hit of zone attack are now unblockable. Dagger cancel can now cancel its recovery with a dodge. Her zone attack is now enhanced and gives a heavy parry reaction when parried. Zone attack's second hit now soft feints into guard break and dodge. And finally, deflect is now performed with heavy instead of light attack. So this makes her stronger in 1v1 and group encounters, and gives her more mix-ups with increased pressure. For SHUGOKI, light openers no longer have armor. Demon's Embrace also no longer has armor. And he also has a couple of new options. He can do a forward dodge heavy, and he has a side dodge melee as well. So the removal of armor on the 2 moves should make him less oppressive, and now SHUGOKI can catch back rollers effectively and people that are trying to get away from him. Finally, for our Nobushi players, Hidden Stance now costs 12 stamina instead of 24. Heavy finishes and heavy attacks from Hidden Stance are now undodgeable. Her zone attack second hit now soft feints into kick, heavy finisher and a dodge. Her zone attack first hit itself now only costs 20 stamina, down from 40. And her Cobra Strike and side winder attacks now chain into a heavy finisher. So therefore Nobushi has a lot more mix-ups and makes her a bit more offensive in a lot more situations overall. So that's me telling you all the information that I have on this about the new character changes in the testing grounds. We are now going to go into some live commentary matches, which I think will be the most effective thing I can do at showing you the new changes, as I'm going to explain what these changes actually mean as I do them. Okay, so firstly we will be trying out Warden. You can chain that from pretty much everything. Look at that. Brutal, brutal Warden. But what you can't do is do the shoulder bash from the backward stance. Victory! So before you'd be able to dodge back, but you can't. Only left, right and forward. Fully charged shoulder bash no longer has extra movement when feinted as well. So you can't do that and then move slightly and make it look weird. There's our side heavy unblockable, not just the top heavy unblockable. Victory! But all those Warden mains can still do their forward, left and right shoulder bash, stuff like that. His zone as well, his recovery has improved. So let's have a look at that. So you can do stuff straight after it with a bit more ease. And we finish it with that side unblockable heavy. That is a quick brief duel with Warden in the new Season 4 of Year 4 reworks in the testing grounds.
Round 1.
Okay, now for Peacekeeper in the testing grounds. Okay, he's bleeding, which means our heavies are now unblockable. Even the zone. Which is very useful. She's a lot more powerful in 1 versus 1 situations.
Round 2.
So it's important to note that only when your opponent is bleeding, only then will your heavies be unblockable. So for example, he's not bleeding now, so that's not unblockable, but now it will be, because he is bleeding.
Victory!
But then you saw there, he stopped bleeding, so therefore her heavy was not an unblockable. So the zone can be feinted into a dodge as well. You can also be feinted into a guard break. Her deflect is no longer a light input, by the way, as well. It's a heavy input. So there, I just did light and it didn't work. And that deflect there was obviously with the heavy and got us a combo.
Victory!
To finish the Blackbriar. So that is Peacekeeper's rework. Shugoki testing grounds against another Shugoki. So the main move difference is his forward dodge heavy. Which is that. He no longer has hyper armor on his lights. And neither, or does he have it on his Demon's Embrace as well. So if that Shugoki had have attacked us in that, he would have... Jesus, didn't expect that. He would have been able to get us out of it, basically. Still have hyper armor on your heavies, as usual. As you can see there, the other Shugoki just got hyper armor. You can chain your dodging top heavy into other attacks as well. Specifically another heavy.
Round 3.
So not too many differences with Shugoki. Get down, boy. Give a smack from that, and a smack from that. And there it is, Shugoki in a duel with his recent changes in testing grounds. Okay, now for Nobushi. First thing to note is her hidden stance costs 12 stamina instead of 24. Which is very, very nice. Heavy finishes are undodgeable. So if that Nushia had have dodged then, she would have got hit.
Victory!
Zone attack can be feinted into many different things now. I'll show you that in the next round. You have the option of cancelling the zone attack second hit into a soft feint, into a kick, a heavy finisher, or a dodge. So let's do a zone. So there's the kick. It's got stamina back now. You can also cancel it into a heavy finisher.
Victory!
And that's obviously from any side as well. So it can be top, can be left or right. And the first hit actually of the zone attack only costs 20 stamina as well, down from 40, so Nobushi has a bit more stamina to work with now. So you see that blue aura there, that was it showing that it's undodgeable. And her Cobra Strike now chains into a heavy finisher, and her Sidewinder now chains into a heavy finisher as well. So, move set. Cobra Strike is the forward, left, right R1 dodging attack, and also the Sidewinder, which is the R2 version of that.
Victory!
So there, it actually locked onto it all the way from there. So that's undodgeable, and that's undodgeable. So you get the idea. Overall, the changes are going to mean that Wardens will be less strong with defense, but will now be extremely powerful in their offense. Peacekeeper is stronger across the board for all scenarios, which I think brings her up to a good level that I don't think will be too strong. Shugokis won't have it as easy as they do now, and will not have as much of a safety net for mistakes with their hyper armor, etc. But they do have a couple more tools now which can be utilised effectively with more experience. Finally, for Nobushi, I think she's going to cause many headaches for her opponents with her much greater variety of mix-ups. That should be interesting to watch and see just how confusing people can now make her combos. That was my summary of all the changes in the testing grounds for Year 4 Season 4 of For Honor. I hope this has kept things easy to understand, and you can now enter the season with a bit more of an idea of what to expect from these changes. Please like and subscribe if you've enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one.